Hi, everybody. I thought that I would come on today and give 3 tips to help optimize your lifestyle change. If you want to just watch me do it, or if you want to try some of these things yourself and follow along, please like and subscribe on the button below. But I thought I would just give my first tips on the best way to start a healthy diet. So, number one is drink water. It sounds cliche and everybody says it, but there is a reason that you drink water. Um, Water suppresses hunger. Sometimes your body thinks that it is hungry if it is dehydrated. And let me give you a clue. If you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So, water is what your body needs. Secondly, cold water can help your body burn up to 3% more calories in a single day. And the reason for that is that your body needs to heat up the water in order to digest the water. So the effort that your body takes to heat up the water actually helps your body burn, I think, 2 to 3% more calories than it would burn without it. I start every single morning with a 20-ounce bottle of ice cold water, and then I drink another one when I am working out. Don't drink too much water. That can also be fatal, actually. So, your best bet is to stay at 8 to 10 glasses a day. Don't drink more than a gallon a day. That's just a bad idea. So, speaking of your body warming up, the water and aiding in digestion, that's exactly what it does. Having enough water and hydration in your body aids your body's digestive process and makes everything go through easier, and it helps your body to stay at optimal levels of digestion. It helps with your food processing and all of that. So it's very important to stay hydrated. Your body also uses water to metabolize your fat stores and your carbohydrates. So if your body has enough hydration, it aids in the metabolization of the fat, and that's a good thing for you. Water also reduces muscle fatigue and cramping. So if your body's hydrated appropriately, you should be able to work out at a more optimal level, and it should be better for your muscles. It also, I think, helps your joints. So that's why you should always have water with you and sip it regularly when you're working out. Don't gulp it when you're working out because you will get stomach cramps, but stay very hydrated. Hydrate right before you work out and then hydrate during and after your workout. It's very, very important. And finally, you should never drink your calories. So, um, I've talked before about how I eat large portions of food. I only get about 1,500 calories a day, is what I'm allowed for my size. So, if I want to have a lot of food to keep my stomach full and satisfied, I can't be wasting that on a soda that can be 150 calories a can. It's just, it's not a good idea. And there's nothing in soda for me. So, drink water. I know it gets boring. I will give some tips later on of some things you can do to spice up your water and not make it bad for you. And there's also other things. I drink black coffee. I drink tea. There are other things and other options to spice up the water situation. But that's the first tip that I have for you. Drink your water. It is not just some crazy thing. You really should drink your water. It's important. My second tip is to get enough sleep. You should get at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep in a night. If you don't get enough sleep, the leptin levels in your body decrease. And what that does is it makes your body crave energy dense, high calorie foods, sugary things, carby things, because your body is going to naturally try to increase those leptin levels, and that's what it's going to do it. I think people who don't sleep well enough, I believe the studies say they'll eat up to 300 calories more every day. And the calories will be sugary, high carb, very dense calories. You need to get your sleep. It resets your body. It's good for you. It's good for your muscles. It's good for your brain. And the other thing about not getting enough sleep is if you're only sleeping like 5 hours, it's going to give you extra time in the day to eat more. so that's how you're going to squeeze those 300 calories in. You're going to be up 2-3 hours longer than you would be. And that's what's going to happen. Some people do a 12-hour fast as well, which if you sleep 8 of the 12, it's pretty easy to do a 12-hour fast. And the reason for a 12-hour fast would be that after 8 hours, I think your liver, some of your organs stop processing. They finish processing what you've already eaten during the day. So it begins from 8 hours on to grab what it needs from your fat stores. So that's kind of what it does. So in order to do a fast like that, I would highly recommend sleeping 7 or 8 hours anyway. But that is something you need to do, and it's important. So get enough sleep. And the third thing we've already talked about, you should track, measure, and meal plan. Use measuring cups, use a scale. I made a taco salad, and I have purchased these little containers that already have the pre-measurements already on them. That kind of takes the work out of it for you. If it's already a half cup container and it's marked with the quarter cups and the half cups and things like that, it makes it a lot easier to just scoop out, a half a cup, which is 4 ounces. So if you're plugging meat into a tracker, for example, I think I put ground turkey into this taco salad. I know that one of those measuring cups is 4 ounces right off the bat. So I can just fill that and I'm all set. It kind of dumbs it down for me, makes it easy, and I can put it in the fridge and just grab it when it's time to make my lunch for work or whatever. And speaking of that, it is better to make exchanges. Beef, instead of beef, I used ground turkey. You can use ground chicken. It just means you can have a larger portion. You can also use a really lean ground beef, like a 90-10, but again, you'd probably have to cut the portion down. You might have to cut an ounce out of it in order to have beef, but it doesn't mean you have to give up beef entirely. So I eat beef. I eat beef plenty of times. It's okay. I don't feel guilty, but remember, you're using your tracker. And another part of your meal planning is to eat fresh. I always kind of say, if you can't grow it, gather it, or kill it, don't eat it. And I gave up cereal. I haven't eaten cereal in 20 years almost. You're much better off eating eggs and bacon or oatmeal or something like that for breakfast. You'd be surprised. I'd rather see you eat like a fried egg sandwich than eat a bowl of cereal. Of any kind. It doesn't matter if it's bran or, it's the good cereal. No, it's man-made junk. And the reason I say this is even if it's not a bad cereal for you, even if it's a good whole grain cereal, it's an empty carbohydrate. There's lots of carbs in it and not a lot of anything else. So it may be vitamin enriched or whatever. I say take a multivitamin and eat eggs instead. It's so much better for you. It's better because you'll be fuller. You're getting a good quality protein. So like having a fried egg sandwich and a bowl of fruit, you're getting high quality carbs, high quality sugars, that is much better for you. But just lay off the white bread though. That's something you probably shouldn't do. So in that regard, I would also say, just try to avoid in general, processed foods, man-made processed foods. I do eat some. I mean, when I say it's a lifestyle change, it means you have to be able to live with it. So within moderation, you can eat pretty much anything. But I generally shop what is called the perimeter of the grocery store, which is I start at the produce, go to the deli, go to the butcher, go to the dairy, I try to avoid the aisles, The only things I get out of the aisles are basically like coffee and maybe wine. And I don't give up my ice cream. So you have to know that. I don't give up my ice cream. I have switched to a better version of ice cream, but really, I really limit what I eat out of the processed food section. Just don't do it. And we'll talk about that in a video later. So those are my 3 tips. Drink water, get plenty of sleep, and meal plan with fresh, non-processed food. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope to see you again when I do my weigh-in later on this week. Thanks for watching.